Hi, it's Sandy Parker and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. Today we're going to make an Easter decoration and all from the Dollar Tree. I hope you'll stay tuned. Well, you might have some of these things just laying around the house, like these eggs that were called egg picks. They came on these little sticks and I pulled the sticks off. Wasn't hard to do at all. And then the other thing is this 3-inch square. It's a candle tea light holder. And then some decorative moss from the Dollar Tree. Then I also bought this at the Dollar Tree. It's a succulent that's fake that came in a little plastic container. I also bought this bigger one that comes on a clip. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I think I like this one better for the fact that it covers the base better, but I'm not sure yet. So that's the inside. As for the outside of my container, I'm going to be using this thin organza ribbon that I just had in my stash, and I'm going to be using hot glue to glue eggs to it, and then I'm going to wrap it around my vase and hold it in place. But before I do that, I wasn't crazy about how only a few of these had a little decoration on them, and the decoration they had on them was this. It's like it almost looks like embroidery floss. And with that being the case, I thought, well, geez, I have embroidery floss. Why don't I give this a whirl where I use my embroidery floss, stick it in some Elmer's glue or school glue. I'm just using some inexpensive Staples school glue here. I'm just making sure that this is gluey enough. It's a word, gluey. Maybe it's not. I'm just saying. I want to make sure that the glue is on this enough that I can move it around on my egg and make the egg look a little bit fun, frisky, whatever. After I've done that, so that it's covering the enough of my egg that I'm happy, I'm going to wait a little bit till I get 2 or 3 of these done, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on it so that it's so that the embroidery floss is glittery. So my goal with the glitter is not to put a few thousand pounds of glitter on these. It's to just make sure I have some glitter on them. So I'm going to start with the fuchsia color, and I'm going to just put it on. I have this clean piece of paper here, and I'm going to put these 2 reddish ones that have a little bit of red embroidery floss on them. All I did was glue embroidery floss. That's it. Nothing impressive. And like I said, I'm not trying to put a ton of this on here. And I'm going to try and shake off some of it. Here is how we're going to do this. I have this ribbon, as I explained. And if you have a ribbon that is it isn't straight enough, all you have to do is, if you want to, you put some water down on your craft mat and you just run your ribbon through it, and that will help you to flatten it out if it's too wrinkled for you. And the other thing you can do is, if you have a hair straightener, one of those, it's like a curling iron, only it's a hair straightener. It doesn't curl it, it straightens it. If you want that instead, you can use that. It works just great, and I normally would do that, but I'm in one of those moods where I want to get this going. So all I'm going to do then is I'm going to take one of my baby bibs that I keep attached to my chair, and you can't see me because I'm off screen, but I'm pulling the ribbon through it, and that's going to dry it off enough for me to glue these down. Now, I have to kind of do some logistics here to see how many eggs does it take to go around one side of this. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to find some glue dots. I'm going to use glue dots to hold it in place while I'm looking at my logistics of this. These are the little glue dots that I bought from the Dollar Tree that I thought was something else. Okay, so I have one glue dot holding my ribbon in place, and I'm just going to put the other end underneath. I only am doing this so that I have an idea of how many to glue on each side. So I'm just going to take one of these, and I'm putting my glue very gently down the center of this, and I should have put my glue on the lower setting, and I didn't, but I should have. Trying to make sure my egg is right in the center of the ribbon. And then put another one on right next to its buddy. Okay. There's my 3 on that side. Now I can take it off. I don't need to have any glued down. I know exactly how many I need. And the other thing that's nice about it, once you've done this, then you can kind of get an idea of how to make the next line work. Let's see, I think I'm going to go with an orange one next, since I haven't played with an orange one yet. Okay. I cut these in half with my X-Acto knife. I don't know if I showed you that or not. And all I did was I cut through each, like through all the sides, and then it just kind of twisted apart. Oops, it was really easy to do. You could probably use a steak knife. That would work too, I think. You don't want to use scissors because you don't want to squeeze it, because since it is styrofoam, I think if you put anything on it that would crush it, you know, that would squeeze it, it would crush it. That should be enough to go around it. Let this dry and set it up a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll glue her down. I'm going to put this on with hot glue, and the reason I gotta move it down a little bit more. The reason I am is because I want to make sure that I can take it off later. And if I hot glue it down, at some point you can pull it back off. It's my opinion that you can. I'm going to put a little glue right there. And I'll hold it in place. Okay, I'm going to put glue behind this one and that one. If you want to take hot glue off of a piece like this, at some point in the future, the way you do it is you can put it somewhere very cold, like a freezer, and that will work for you. Next up, I'm not sure why they make this the way they make it, where they put the fun stuff on top like that. I don't want this little clip on this, and I'm going to see, I'm going to see if I can pull it off, and it just fell right off. That was easy. And then I have just this little thing I need to take off, and then I'm going to put a little hot glue on the bottom of this. I don't know if you can see that, but you will in a minute. See the hot glue? And I'm just going to put that in there like that. And then it'll just kind of come back up. Got my ribbon in place. Now all I need to do is make my little bow. I decided what I'm going to do instead is just pull back the orange just a little bit, the orange egg, I'm gonna cut my ribbon on this side so it goes under the orange. And I'm gonna cut this one on this side so it'll go under the red one. So then what I do is I'm just gonna pull these back a little bit. So I'm just gonna put some ribbon, some glue underneath. Then I'm going to cut off the excess ribbon. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can hopefully see it. That's what it looks like. Hold on. There. I'll turn it so you can see it from all four sides, hopefully. So that's what it looks like. So I hope that you enjoyed this, that you'll give it a try, that you'll give it a thumbs up, and subscribe. Tell your friends about me on social media because you know I love that. And please stay inside, stay safe, stay away from crowds. I hope you all are heeding the warnings and taking good care of yourselves. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.